Good morning. Great morning. The cleanse is over. Woohoo! This is Bix Weir, roadtoRoota.com with your morning horn of Z's, the real thing. Coffee. Oh my God. If you would like to purchase some HODL Fuel coffee from Road to Roota, the Horn of Z's version, go to HODLfuel.com, and purchase. You can get Bitcoin Ben's coffee or Bix Weir's coffee. Mine's better. Ben's is too strong. Mine's perfect for the morning. HODL Fuel. Buy it today. I support this project because Nick's a good guy, and I like people who are implementing the use case for cryptocurrencies. That's what I like. And this promotes the use case for cryptocurrencies. So go to hodlfuel.com and order your coffee today. There's a few things. Over the weekend, I put out an alert on Patreon and on the private road at Road to Roota. I have my first HODL trade in about 2 years. HODL trade meaning which coin do I want to HODL within my bag. It's not a trade to make money because this is happening and this is happening. It's a readjustment of my portfolio based on what I see where two coins are right now and where I see the potential for those two coins. I see the potential for all cryptos going up, but you want to be in the ones that move up the most with the least amount of risk. And so I put out my first HODL trade recommendation in 2 years. Go to the Patreon channel. Sign up for Patreon. It's only $10 a month. $10 a month. It's nothing. It's less than $1 a day. Less than what? 30 cents a day. Anyway, go to Patreon. Sign up. The first article, or it's a video, where I discuss why I'm making this adjustment in my portfolio. And I got another one. And this one's much bigger. Not much bigger. As big. And that will be coming out soon. And I might even sell some silver to get into this one. So if you want to get on the insider, either join the Road to Roota, go to roadtoroota.com and subscribe today for a yearly membership, and you get a silver Roota coin as well as a Veritasium token. Yes, Veritasium is still my long shot, but if it comes true, it will be the biggest winner of all. It's a long shot, but if it comes true, it will be the biggest winner. Reggie's doing everything right behind the scenes. It's clean Cliff High's data that Veritasium goes up to where Bitcoin is. There's huge potential in the private equity markets for this coin, this software platform, and then you can rent it out too. So it's one of those. It's perfect for hodling, and when the whole rental program, when everything gets approved by the SEC, which they're in the process. They are working with the SEC. Companies that don't work with the SEC are going to get screwed. Companies that do are going to thrive and prosper. And Reggie's doing everything right. So yes, Veritasium is a great one. That's not the coin though. That my next recommendation is coming out. But this one, the HODL trade, go check it out on Patreon. It's Road to Roota Patreon. There's a couple fakes out there. Just Road to Roota Patreon. That's what the front looks like. There's my mug with my USA hat. Make sure you get, and then get the Road Warrior full access package right here. $10 a month. All right. Okay, let's look at the cryptos. Where are we right now? Hovering. I know a lot of people, traders. I love the name because it's like traders as in trading cryptocurrencies, not traders. You're a trader to the cryptocurrency world. I get it. I get that people want to make fiat money. That's how they judge their wealth, or use it to gain more cryptos. I get it, but a lot of traders are saying, "Oh, I'm gonna load up on the next pullback, and it's coming, and I'm gonna load up. Boy, am I gonna load up." Where have we heard this before? I hate to say it, but where have we heard it before? Do you really think you're going to be the first one to load up before the riggers load up? There's no weak hands left in here. There's no weak hands left in here. Just because the price has gone up substantially doesn't mean there's weak hands left to shake out. I know it's a hard concept to wrap your head around. And yes, all the technicals are saying it's got to run back to 6,000 or 5,000. Fine. Hodlers don't have to worry about it. I have a sneaking suspicion that the tech traders will be wrong again. Again. The real manipulators, the big money, the Federal Reserve and those guys don't like these tech traders. They don't like them at all. They're going to shake them out of all their positions. Anybody short right now is going to be fried. Yes, I know we're in overbought territory, but cryptos are massively undervalued compared to what's coming down the pike. So let's see what's moving and what's shaking. I like looking at the 7-day. It gives you a better idea because you never know what jumps up on any given day. Something I rarely discuss is our current market cap is approaching $300 billion. I think it hit it and pulled back. Try 3 trillion or 30 trillion or 300 trillion. Then we'll be talking. 300 billion in the grand scheme of the quadrillions in derivatives is nothing. Is nothing. Lots of good news coming down the pike for cryptos, especially within companies adopting cryptocurrencies. You can hear more and more about that because it's not going to be just Bitcoin, my friends. It really isn't. There's going to be a lot of new coins coming out. Companies will invent their own coins. And if they do it correctly, where it's decentralized, unlike what Facebook is doing, if they do it correctly with a decentralized type of currency, it should do very, very well. And it could be used as a means of exchange within a company's products, which would be really cool, especially the larger companies. All right. So where are we? We're puddling around. I think Bitcoin, yeah, it could drop. It could go up. It's still massively undervalued. By the end of the year, we're talking $100,000 Bitcoin. I think 2018 was a manipulation carved out of the spiritual growth of the whole world. It was partially to take down these bad guys, the market, really the deep cabal of the cryptocurrencies, but also to slow down the process of the transition into a new system. Huge news at Deutsche Bank. I'm going to be putting that on Patreon later today. Huge news at Deutsche Bank this weekend. And remember, that's the linchpin. So check on Patreon and the private road later today. It's beyond, and that's why. I mean, it's why they've been delaying. That's why the cryptos were delayed for a year. That's all it was. It was a delay. Yes, they can rig it with a click of a mouse. I've said it a million times. They can put Bitcoin to zero because it's all derivative trades that are going on right now in these exchanges. Look at the volume. Look at Litecoin's volume in the last, 24 hours. Actually, it's down from usual. It's only 4 billion. So half of all Litecoin ever invented were traded in the last 24 hours. It's ridiculous. I'm glad these exchanges are going down. And a lot of them will be going down because they don't hold the coins that they need to hold. They need to hold the coins that their customers are supposed to own. It's easy to prove on the blockchain, and the regulators are going to come in and say, hey, if you have customers that you're telling them that they own these coins, you need to show them on the blockchain you have to give them their public address, at least their public address where those coins are stored. No more pooled sharing bullshit. So the whole world can see what coins are on what exchanges. That's what's coming down the line. And transparency will be required in the future, with the firm understanding that it's a solid blockchain, decentralized. If it's not decentralized, if it's controlled by an entity like Facebook or a group of entities like EOS, no, it ain't going to work. Satoshi, that's why Satoshi laughed at Dan Larimore. He said, if you don't get it, I don't have time to explain it to you, Dan. I'm not a fan of Dan Larimore. Just because, what did he do to those poor guys over at Steam? Oh, I'm going to abandon this coin I invented. First of all, me and my insiders took all the money out of there, and then I'm going to invent something new. Those poor guys holding Steam coins. Actually, I think I better check that. A couple Steam coins that are been locked up. They got this lockup period. the only reason they have this lockup period is so that you can't get your money out over time until everybody, you can't run out of steam because they lock up your coins. If you play that certain game that they have where you lock it up and you make more money that way, played into the greed. But now people are trying to get out and they can't get out because their coins are locked up. Crazy, 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 crazy world we live in. So yeah, everybody's waiting for the big moves, and the big moves will be down or up. If it's down, it will be very brief, and lots of people looking to get in on that downdraft. I mean, like, lots of people. Like, big money. And can you imagine the FOMO if the downdraft doesn't happen? We start inching up and then speeding up and then running up and then moonshot. Imagine all those smart tech traders saying, oh yeah. The big thing is these cryptos are undervalued for the most part. Not all of them, but a lot of them are way undervalued compared to what they're going to be used for in the near future. Especially with my news about Deutsche Bank that I'm going to post this afternoon. Anyway, and I said I might be selling some silver to buy, because I'm all in. I'm all in cryptos and I'm all in silver. And I think silver will do very well, extremely well, as the banks are taken down by the end of the year. But between now and the end of the year, what if I can quadruple my money and then go back and buy more silver? That would be the closest I get to trading. Yes, silver's rigged. It's rigged every day. What would happen if they allowed silver to go up above $30 again? Can you imagine the amount of money that will be flowing into silver? But at the same time, that money will be flowing into cryptos. So it's one of those plays that I'm fully convinced that cryptos will be the money of the future. Silver won't be the money. Silver's an industrial investment and an investment in the ending of rigging of the price of silver. That's the big thing. That's the main reason I got in. Not because it was great money, but because it was massively undervalued because of the price suppression. It's like that beach ball held underwater. And the moment it's let loose, it just needs to find its fair market value. It hasn't been freely traded in over 150 years. That's a big deal. So yes, I do think so. When silver is freely traded, it'll go to $600, $700, $800 an ounce, which is huge, right? Even say it goes up 10x, is $140 an ounce. Silver traders and silver holders will go, yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. I got some cryptos that'll do a lot better than that. So I love silver to death, but I have to look at the potential for returns of some of these cryptos that will be used as money versus the potential of a return and the timing of when they'll actually let silver go free. Because if silver runs free, some of the big banks will collapse. That's part of the Deutsche Bank thing I'm going to talk about this afternoon. Also on the Patreon channel, so make sure you are signed up for Patreon. Go to Patreon, sign up, $10 a month, and you won't be sad you did it. Again, I'm trying to get my ass off of YouTube. Get off of YouTube. Get off of YouTube. It's just, you look at even the founding of YouTube. Mark Collins Rector, the guy who invented YouTube in the 1990s. Just a horrific human being. He has the patent on it. Look up Mark Collins Rector patent in the patent office, and you'll see the YouTube patent. It's not called YouTube, but it's easy to find. Bad news, my friends. Deep state all over YouTube, and I don't want to be involved in it. So please make your way over to Patreon. I'd appreciate it. Or if you want to go big, all the Patreon posts are posted on the Road to Roota in the private road section. So you get the best of both worlds. And I got my series going on how we got here, where we are, and where we're going over the next 3 weeks. And I'm putting a lot of work into that, a lot of videotape, a lot of awesome information on the Grand Canyon. I learn more and more about the Grand Canyon every day. I did have a reading with Michelle White Dove, actually. And because I'm, as you guys know, I'm getting into my spiritual side more and more. I talked to her about my spiritual connections and my ability to, how come all these things are so, the synchronicity of what I've done why was I on the Federal Reserve website on January 1st in the morning? It was about 10 a.m. in the morning, looking at the Federal Reserve website educational section, the exact time that they posted the Road to Roota comic book, Wishes and Rainbows, Road to Roota, the Teacher's Guide, and Banking Basics, with big red exclamation points. Why was I there? Why did I write 4 books on conversations with God? And I'm getting more and more of the opinion that I have a kind of psychic, it's not psychic. And what Michelle said is I got all these Native American spirit guides helping me out along the way. And that's right in the heart of the Grand Canyon. Right there. That is the sweet spot for everything that has gone on in our monetary system. The gold that was in the Grand Canyon, the pyramids within the Grand Canyon, the conspiracy, the 100-year conspiracy of why the Fed was invented and why we can't end it, or we haven't been able to end it. Why does everybody kick that damn can down the road? And I think I am here for a purpose. And I did get, so I've been working on that, and then I've been getting some, my next call on cryptos is going to be literally from my guides, my spirit guides. It wasn't from anybody else. And it was thoughts that came into my mind over the last couple of days as I'm diving deeper and deeper into the spirituality thing. Kind of woo-woo for a lot of people, but I'm going to explain it. Yes, it's woo-woo, but also there's a sound explanation of why I think this stuff is going to happen based on research. So I'm trying to combine the two, and I think this next thing is a home run, a grand slam, actually. Anyway, that's your update. So again, if you want to go Road to Roota, hit subscribe today. Get your free Very token and silver coin. It's a year-long subscription. It's $299. You get all the Patreon plus all the special reports and other Friday road trips and things like that. All right. I am happy to be here at the end of my cleanse. Oh, by the way, it's not just coffee. My cleanse is over, but it's weird. I was dying for food last night because I knew I was like 3 hours away, and I stayed up till midnight so I could have something to eat. I made myself a little veggie omelet, and like from 9 o'clock at night until midnight, I am sitting there just dying, going, it was the worst part because I was sitting there thinking about, okay, I'm craving this thing. So I make my omelet. Literally, it was done at 11:58. I had to wait my 2 minutes. Me and Amy have promised each other we'd wait till the last second because she's up at her mom and dad's house. And voila, I hit midnight. I'm like, yes. 2 bites in, I'm like, why do I even need this? I could get the same nutrients out of juicing. So it's a mind game. This whole thing that I'm going through is an absolute mind pluck, as Ben would say. And I'm navigating it, and I'm understanding it better and better. And I'm excited about my future and the future with me and all my followers. I literally, hanging out with all the Litecoin family is awesome, but Road to Roota family rocks it better. Even better than the Litecoin family. I'm trying to inject as much Road to Roota into the Litecoin family. But Road to Roota, my guys and gals, especially the gals, are much smarter than the guys. Ain't that always true? They're just more in touch with that spiritual, emotional side. And this is a spiritual and emotional journey that we're going on. But yeah, I love my Road to Roota family. I always will. And the group hug that is going to happen on October 27th in Vegas will be one for the ages. If you can make it, awesome. We have some spots left. Send me an email, bix@roadtoroota.com, if you can make it to Vegas for the pre-Litecoin event party. We have live music. We have live people. We got friends and family. We got, you name it. The Road to Roota family will be there in full force. We're looking at 300 people right now. I would love to get it to 400, but hey, 300 is more than enough. Last time we had sold out 100 people, and then 150 ended up crashing, and which was awesome. But it was packed, and I do have the assurance that Charlie will show. John Kim said he's going to show. He'll be there. He's there anyway for the Litecoin Summit the next 2 days. And absolutely get into the Litecoin Summit and make it a 3-day event. Kids are more than welcome at the Road to Roota party. We'll tell Ben to say pluck every time instead of the other word. He says pluck anyway. Dick Allgaier is all jazzed about playing music. He's sending me songs. We got to do this one and we got to work on this one. So yes, it is going to be quite an event. And if you want to go hang out with us, send me an email, bix@roadtoruta.com. I will send you all the information. It costs 1 Litecoin, no matter what the price of Litecoin is. If a Litecoin is $5,000 on the day of the event, it will cost you 1 Litecoin to get in on the day of the event. Some people bought their tickets when Litecoin was $25, and now it's $130. So I'm just saying, yes, it's very pricey to get in right now, but it'll be more pricey in the future. It's a full day event, noon to about 10. So that's my commercial for the Road to Roota Summit, the pre-Litecoin event. And again, to the Road to Roota family, you rock, you are the best. I love you with all my heart, and I spend every day with you guys. And it's awesome. It's really cool. And we will see everybody in October 27th. It's a Sunday in Las Vegas at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. All right, that's it. I am going on a long walk to listen to whatever podcast is hot right now. Cryptos, or I'm getting into the woo-woo stuff. Mel Fabregas of Veritas Radio. Love that stuff. It's awesome. Mel is the man. I love when he does a Cliff High interview. I haven't heard a Cliff High interview in a long time, so I'm going to call Cliff and say, dude, you got to get on Mel Fabregas again. And actually, I need to talk to Cliff anyway. Maybe I'll get Cliff on for a little, maybe we'll try to do a 3 Amigos. That would be awesome. I'll work on it. All right, you guys. That's it. Don't forget, like and subscribe on YouTube still, because I'm trying to transition, but I'd still love to build the YouTube base. When they remove the senior management of YouTube, everybody's going to rush back to YouTube if it's a free and open place to talk about real things. So I do see that coming down the line. When the bad guys are arrested and taken out, YouTube will rise from the ashes as a freedom platform. So I'm not going to give up on it, but for now, all the juicy stuff's going to go on at Road to Roota because I get shadow banned. I don't care about losing the money. I get shadow banned on YouTube, and that's bad news. It's Bix Weir. I'll talk to you guys later.